What's good, people? As you can see by the title and the thumbnail, this video is going to be about Jump Force, which I did get to play, and I played it for like, I was going to say 6 or 7, about 3 or 4 hours during the 5-hour thing. It was actually really fun. So now this is going to be my review on the beta and what I think is going to be transferred over to the base game, and then also 4 things that you can do to improve your gameplay. Now, I'm not gonna say it like I'm good or anything, but these are things that I did do that I didn't see a lot of people do. Now, the gameplay that you're seeing is early gameplay, because I'm gonna show like early gameplay and then after gameplay. Not in these fights, but you're gonna see like errors that I make, and I'll put the arrows up on the screen if you don't understand them and why it's a bad thing to do and why there's like a better play. But that's what this video is going to be about. Now, my review on this game is that it's amazing, and there's a couple of problems which will be a separate video on its own that I feel like that they can fix to a degree. The only thing that they can't fix is stuff that's like in like the base game, that's, you know, a part of the game, like auto combos, how they'll like auto track when you vanish, things like that. I feel like that they can fix that, but that's a different video. Now, this game was so much fun. Me and my homies, we all played it. They played it for about an hour. I got to play it for a little bit longer. We were just having fun until, like, you know, like people using like raw level 5s. I'm gonna call it level 5. Nope, I'm just say raw ult. I forgot, because it doesn't take any bar, I don't think so. Just using ults randomly and catching them off guard. You know, it's the start of a beta. You know, basic stuff. This game comes out, I think it's next month, so we're actually going to be able to like train and do all this stuff on our own and figure out timing and such. So I'm really looking forward to that. This game, as it is right now, with only the small roster that it has, it was still really fun. I got to use like half of the characters, because the others I wasn't really interested in. I was interested in the characters that nobody else, that I didn't see anybody else playing really. So I stayed away from like Goku and Vegeta, like basic characters. That's why I went with Hisoka, Seiya, and Kenshin, because those 3 characters I really do love from their anime. And then on top of that, they are really solid characters in this game. Another plug, I'm going to be doing a Hisoka video, because I'm going to be if I can speak, a Hisoka main whenever the game does eventually come out. Now, my review on this game, it's absolutely amazing. It has a couple of fixes, but you know, it's a beta that I'm pretty sure they can fix in the future. Like just fix little errors, and that's all that they have to do. Now, when it does come to that, it's not really a touchy subject because of how simple it seems to be on the problems, which will also be in a later video. Sorry, I'm not talking about in this video, so it sounds like I'm being vague, but I do want to use all of the footage that I got, because I got a lot of footage from this game. I was live streaming on twitch.tv/Trigunfist, if you want to go and look at that. And I streamed for about an hour and some change, and then I stopped when my friends get off. But overall, this game's really solid. Just needs a couple of fixes in its whole form, rather than the beta. The beta itself was still very solid. I didn't run into anything except for things that I didn't really understand. Like when somebody, okay, I fought against Luffy. You saw this in the beginning of this fight. He kept hitting me with the Gum Gatling Fist, because I didn't know how to get around it whenever he did it in a block string. Or this guy right here, how he smartly used his assist just in case I dashed out of his combo, and then also pressured me out of it, because he thought, because he read me. He did a really good read on me, predicting what I was going to do. That's why I punished him right back there. Still made a misplay on my part, because at this point I didn't understand how to chase after somebody vanished. Now, we're going to get into the topic of the video, where we talk about 4 things that you need to know when it comes to this game online. There's like, these are things that are just really going to help you become a better player if you're really interested. Even then, like, this game was still really fun even when I did start playing this way, because I don't know, it was just so much fun for me. It was like really amazing. Now, number 1, use L1 to chase after they vanish. Now, you see those little gauges in the corner. I'll zoom in on one right now, and you can vanish out of combos with that. But what you didn't know, or might not have known rather, when somebody vanishes out of your combo and you press L1, as long as you have some stuff in your gauge, oh, excuse me, I had a burp. As long as you have some blue meter in your gauge, you can chase directly after them. They can block it, but you will still be pressuring them because you will be the one attacking. They're escaping. They're probably gonna be pressing buttons, but you'll push them, and then it'll knock them out of whatever animation they're doing. That's how it worked when I did it. I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna work whenever the game does eventually come out. It's very, very useful. I didn't use it in like my first like 8 matches. My first 8 matches, I had no idea, but a lot of information was actually on the screen of the, like, before you fought someone. It give you like little hints and guides and stuff. And so I'm just giving y'all information that the game already gave you, but you might not have noticed or understood properly. Next is use an assist when you're pressuring somebody. And what I mean by that is the same way Fighters does it. Any like fighting game that you're able to access assist to pressure your opponent on block, you can do the exact same thing here. Ooh, excuse me, I lost my train of thought. Kind of like what the guy in the last fight did. He hit me, kept hitting my block, and then used Luffy just in case I decided to sidestep out of the way. It's very, very useful in certain situations, especially ones where you know that your opponent can easily punish you because let's say you don't have any meter, or you make a stupid mistake like that. If I would have used my assist there, he would have been stopped and I would have been able to punish him afterwards accordingly. Using assist in this game is very, very clutch. It's almost one of the most important things that you can do, just because of how they have them set up. In a way, you don't choose your assist, but you should always put the assist and character that you prefer first. So it has to be a character that you're solid with, but it doesn't have to be, but it's a preference that you're solid with, but also has an amazing assist. That's why I put Kenshin, because I'm not a good Kenshin. I'm not good at this game by any means yet, but I do know some of his basic strings because pretty much everything in this game is a B&B. If you find out a combo, it's most likely going to be a B&B combo. If you don't know what that means, it means bread and butter. It's also universal, means it goes with every character. There are a couple combos like that in this game. That's a different video if you're really interested in that, but it's still very useful. Now, next, number 3 out of 4 is switch when they chase. When they're chasing at you, a way to counter that is 1, to chase at them and just cut off the entire chase, or 2, switch your character. Block, switch your character, they'll be pressing buttons, and then you'll come in with your other character's chase and knock them out of whatever they are doing, and you'll be able to get your combo off. It's very useful. That I found out in mid-fight rather, that this is actually very useful against players that knew what they were doing. I win a couple of players who like actually understood the game to the degree that I do right now, by paying attention to everything that the game said, really absorbing everything that the game was trying to tell you whenever it was giving you little hints and tips. Alright, so that's one thing that you can just really use, that's going to be really useful. Now the last one, number 4 out of 4, is switch mid combo. What you can do, which is pretty universal I'm sure, is press square 2 times, then you press L2 to switch, and you keep pressing square, and then it will pop in, and then it will switch your camera so you see them. And it's just that simple. That's how you switch mid combo, kind of like Fighters, but more complicated to a degree. But that was this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. This was just a little review and some tips that were in the game that I do recommend that y'all do actually use when the game comes out. And that's enough for me. I'll have more content, and with that, I'll see ya.